So who could stand to live without anxiety, worry, or stress? All right, that'd be me. And I'm pretty sure if we was in a classroom setting that every hand would be lifted, because we all know the impact that stress has, on our lives and how it impacts the quality of our life. I personally don't like those things because they rob us of our energy. They rob us of our creativity. They steal dreams. Somebody say, well, how does anxiety, stress, and worry, steal dreams? Well, when stress is climaxed, when it's reached its highest point, it turns into depression, And if you're depressed, you're not dreaming. If you are dreaming, then it's probably not nothing positive. And most importantly, though, it turns us away from faith, and really we need that to live an empowered life. Trusting God throughout the course of our lives is critically important. We go through highs, we go through lows, and having that trust in God along the way provides us with the insurance that we need, to live an empowered life. The assumption is that living by faith is harder, like it's a hard life to live, but that's not true. Living anxious, living worried, living in stress, that's a hard life, and I can tell you that personally because I've lived both. I've been in a stressed, worried kind of state in life. I've also lived a life of faith, and I've seen the difference myself. That the quality of life is so much better when you're living by faith. Okay, and having said that, I'm reminded of a man named Caleb in the Bible. You can find some things about him in Numbers chapter 13, 14, and Joshua 14. But in Numbers 13, Joshua is 40 years old when he takes a stand against anxiety, worry, and stress. And you can see the results of that. Like, you can see the benefits of him taking that stand in Numbers 14. You can also see the benefits of him taking that stand in Joshua 14. And in Joshua 14, he says something important. I think that speaks truth to what I'm telling you right now about, living either in anxiousness, worry, and anxiety and stress, or living, by faith. He says, to Joshua, listen, I'm 85 years old now, and I feel just as good today as I did when I was 40. And this is 45 years ago, and he's making a reference to a specific time in his life, and Joshua's familiar with this. And he says, I'm 85 today. I feel just as good today as I did 45 years ago when I was 40. And it's because he chose a life of faith rather than choosing a life where he was stressed and worried and full of anxiety. He chose a life where he says, I'm going to trust God throughout the course of my life. And it had an impact on the quality of his life. So what am I saying to you? I'm saying that choosing a life of faith is going to impact the quality of your life. It's going to enable you to live that empowered life you're supposed to live. It's going to help you avoid stress, avoid worry, avoid anxiety, and live the life really that you are destined to live. So what I'm saying to you today is live by faith.